The opposition has been struggling for air, but this was Anthony Albanese's time to shine.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Pete. Anthony Albanese talked about the nation now being at a crossroad, a chance to reset and renew. Overnight, he gave the opposition's budget reply speech, a $26.7 billion manifesto explaining to the nation what Labor would do if it was in power. Let's have a quick look at the graphic and explain exactly what the opposition went through last night. Talked about increased childcare at a cost of more than $6 billion, a $20 billion upgrade to the electricity grid. We'll come back to that. Aussie-made trains, a centre for disease control, better enabling the country to respond to a future pandemic, and also a federal ICAC looking into corruption here in Parliament House. As for that key childcare policy, more than $6 billion pledged by the opposition, wooing families and encouraging women back into the workforce, removing the subsidy's annual cap, raising that subsidy from 85% to 90%, and conducting a pricing review into why childcare is so expensive. Here is the opposition leader last night.
This is what real reform looks like. It will boost women's workforce participation, boost productivity and get Australia working again. Building a childcare system that works for families will turbocharge productivity in workplaces, delivering a much-needed boost in economic growth of conservatively $4 billion a year.
Now, as for energy, the opposition wants to massively upgrade the existing electricity grid at a whopping cost of some $20 billion, not unlike what happened with Kevin Rudd under the NBN scheme. Here's the opposition leader talking about upgrading that system and better enabling renewables to be pumped through it.
Rebuilding the grid will create thousands of jobs, particularly in regional Australia, and deliver up to $40 billion in benefits. Fixing transmission is technology neutral and will allow the market to drive least cost, new energy production.
And of course, Pete, the government says if the opposition wants to spend more, show us where you're going to make the cuts. We won't find that out until the next election, Pete.